So the question is your pharmacy actually making you hypo or hyper?
So this is going to be a game changer for you, and you can probably hear the excitement in my voice. The latest introduction, the latest member of the family to the Fixxr line is Metabolism Fixxr. And this, oh my God, I formulated this just for all my people out there that need to lose weight, that need help in the weight loss department, that can't lose weight no matter what they do, that feel like they have a slow metabolism, and that might be thinking of trying all those peptides out there, the Beverly Hills soccer mom drug of choice for weight loss peptides. Or even if you're on them already and you're like, man, these are really expensive and I'm still not losing weight, add in Metabolism Fixxr. Here's what I did. I took the power of T2, which increases your basal metabolic rate while you are sitting there watching Netflix. You're burning fat while you're watching Netflix. I combined it with a very unique patented ingredient called Suppressa. Suppressa has multiple clinical trials backing its efficacy in reducing your appetite, decreasing snacking, and providing way more control over your food intake. It is amazing. We also see improved emotional well being, just decreased food cravings all around, reduced hunger, and weight management. Add on top of that, we have green tea extract, we have purple forest purple tea extract, both of which affect the metabolism in a very positive way without the jitters of normal fat burning supplements out there from the 1980s and 90s, right? The ones that made you feel like you're having a heart attack. You will not have that in any of my supplements, Thyroid Fixxr or Metabolism Fixxr. But Metabolism Fixxr, ooh, yeah, we kicked it up a notch. It is in powder form, so you can drink it through your day. It's going to flavor your water. We got orange crush and refreshing citrus. I love them both. It is going to keep you under control all day long. So you throw a couple scoops in your water bottle in the morning, throw a scoop or two in your water bottle throughout the day. You will have fat burning and appetite control the entire day for what? An eighth of a price of the peptides? Oh my God, you can't go wrong. So grab some Metabolism Fixxr today. Please let me know how you do on it. I am super excited for you. Super excited.
The reason I bring this up is because recently we just heard of yet another recall with NDT medication. So a little while ago, it was NP thyroid. And months before that, maybe years before that, Armour was having some issues. And now we're getting into more and more recalls with other NDT medications. So the argument becomes, first of all, is NDT better? Are you better off going with the synthetics? And as I've stated before, I kind of am a fan of the synthetics simply because they can be a little bit more, I don't know, for lack of a better word, regulated, in my opinion. However, by no means am I a drug manufacturer, so I can't speak to the depths of knowledge on that particular topic. I can say this, in my experience of 24 years working with patients, many of my patients that have been on NDTs alone without adding in, let's say, some T3 to change the ratio, the patients that are on NDT alone usually go hypo at some point. Now, I don't know whether that's inconsistency in the pill manufacturing. I don't know if that's a mistake on the pharmacy, which we'll get to in 1 second. Listen up. I have a story for you. Or if that is just this whole theory of, are they testing the pig before they take the thyroid gland out because all mammals can have hypothyroidism? I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. I just know anecdotally my patients tend to go into a hypo state when they are on just NDT. So that being said, recently we had an issue where the pharmacy, and this is where you have to really look, right? Where the pharmacy filled the script incorrectly and sent a patient of mine into a hyper state. So we just started her on T3, adding T3 to her already existing dose of T4. And we wanted to start off slow at 5 micrograms twice a day. That's standard, unless, of course, you're very, very sensitive. Then we start lower than that. But standard 5 micrograms twice a day. And lo and behold, they filled it with 50. So for about 4 days, she was taking 100 micrograms of T3 per day and felt anxious and jittery and nauseous. And basically, it sent her into a severe hyperthyroid state until she looked at the bottle, sent a picture to me, and my jaw dropped to the floor. And I advised her to stop completely, stop altogether. And we needed to reach out to the prescribing physician and the pharmacy to see where that screw up was. So I would like to encourage you to please look at your thyroid medication bottle when you pick it up from the pharmacy. That's number one. The other thing that we have to kind of think about is the whole possibility of compounding pharmacies messing up. I've seen this as well. So we covered NDT, we covered pharmacies filling the wrong dosing. Now we have to talk about compounding pharmacies. So compounding pharmacies kind of have this thing. And again, this is across the board. This is every single one of my patients that have come to me on a compounded T4, T3 medication from a compounding pharmacy. They always seem to go hypo, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work to move their numbers. It doesn't work to move their symptoms. They don't get out of that deep hypo, crappy, garbage feeling state. And that's across the board with compounding. Now, many of you out there might be sitting there going, I'm doing fine on my compounded medication. That's great. That's good. That's awesome. Stay on it. If it's not broke, you don't fix it. However, there are people that really struggle with compounded pharmacy, T4, T3, compounded T3 only because there's human error involved. They're actually compounding it at the pharmacy, hence the name. And I don't know, again, am I a compounding pharmacist? No. So I don't know. I can't answer this. What goes on behind the scenes, behind the closed doors? I don't know. I don't know where they get their bulk product. I don't know how they do it. All I know is that across the board, patients do not improve when they're on a compounded T4, T3. So you have to ask yourself, is your pharmacy making you more hypo? Are they messing up your dose? Are they not filling it correctly? If you're on 50 micrograms of T3, 25, are they giving you 5s instead? So maybe you're only taking 10 instead of taking 50. Instead of taking 2 25 micrograms, you're taking 2 5 micrograms. That's going to put you into a hypo state, unlike my patient that went into a hyper state. That's going to put you into a hypo state. So the question becomes, is your pharmacy making you hypo? You have to be your own patient advocate. You have to look at your bottle every time you pick it up. Make sure that you are getting and taking what you are supposed to be. If NDT isn't working, consider talking to your practitioner about switching, maybe adding in a little bit of synthetic T3 to change that ratio. That's a whole other topic for another day. We can get into that, and you can definitely find more information on that particular topic on my YouTube channel. You can scroll through those videos and educate yourself, but be your own patient advocate. Know what's in your bottle, know what's going into your body. I will leave you with this one little story. Now, for me, luckily, I know when I pick up my medication that I am on T3 only. I know how much I take. I have luckily been optimized for many years. I'm on the same dose all the time. But what if I wasn't me? What if I was the average consumer going to my pharmacy and they handed me a bottle of 50 micrograms and they hand a bottle of 25 micrograms, both of T3, both of them saying take 3 twice a day. Well, the 25 is right. I am on 75 micrograms twice a day. That's correct. 150 total. I've told you guys that before. I'm a T3 only candidate. What if I took the 50s? I think I would be crawling out of my skin like my poor patient that was sent into a hyperthyroid state. What if I took those and I didn't know any better? It's like, well, my doctor must have wanted me to increase. So I'll just take these 50s, three twice a day. That's a lot. That's a lot. And at that point, maybe I would have a heart attack. I'm not quite sure, but that's a lot. Be your own patient advocate and watch out for yourself. You can't trust everybody. It's kind of like trusting on the internet, right? You read it on the internet, so it must be true. No. Your doctor told you, so it must be true. No. Your pharmacy gave it to you, so it must be correct. No, not necessarily. You go by how you feel. You reach out to the practitioner, the specialist, maybe the thyroid specialist, aka me or whoever you're working with, to go over what is going on with you. And if things are changing and not feeling right, you listen to your body on that. Okay, so be your own patient advocate. Make sure your pharmacy is not sending you into a hypo or hyper state. As always, please share this. Ask me questions. That's what I'm here for. And then you can visit my website at amiehornaman.com. And like I said, that YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Subscribe, like, get those little ding bells when I put out a new video, and you will keep yourself educated.